All right, we're talking about Matt Walsh and the Antichrist. The Pope is the Antichrist. It full stop in the story. Now, Matt Walsh is a Roman Catholic, but he's also an American, which means he isn't beholden to the Pope. Let's listen in.
Francis. And that's my whole point here. If this Pope does things as Pope that I personally think are objectionable or harmful or wrong, I'll say so.
Wrong. As a Catholic, you cannot say that. You cannot object to what the Pope says because the Pope is the head of the church. You cannot contradict the Pope. You can't say, well, I like this thing and that thing, but not that thing. No, you got to take the Antichrist as a whole. And let's go back to that. This is from the Westminster Confession of Faith. Here we go. Chapter 25, number 6. Here we go. There is no other head of the church but the Lord Jesus Christ, nor can the Pope of Rome in any sense be head thereof, but is that Antichrist, that man of sin and son of perdition, that exalted himself in the church against Christ and all that is God. The Pope of Rome is that Antichrist. You know what? That's what the Protestants say. But this normie man is all like, if the Pope does something I don't like, I'm going to talk against it. You don't have that right as a Catholic to talk against the Pope. It's like, are you even Catholic? Do you take your religion seriously? Because the Catholic religion says you cannot talk against the Pope. You have to take what he says, all of it. You can't just say, well, I'm going to talk against the Pope. Nope, not going to work. Not going to work. And this is why Roman Catholicism is bullshit. You know, it's just bullshit. You know, and Matt Walsh doesn't know. He's just a moron when it comes to this. Matt Walsh is a moron when it comes to this. When he's talking about, if the Pope said something I don't like, I'm going to talk against it. You don't have that right as a Catholic. You have to submit to the Pope. I mean, what's next? Is this guy going to become a Sedevacantist? Is he going to become a Sedevacantist? Is he going to become like Mel Gibson and become a Sedevacantist? Doubtful. Just leave the whore of Babylon and come to the true church. Be a Protestant. End of story.